Good evening everyone, it's Paulie. I hope you've all had a fantastic Tuesday. What have you been up to? Have you all been keeping occupied, staying safe and staying well? I hope so. Now this evening's vlog will be in response to a question that I was asked during yesterday's live stream, which was what is good video editing software for a smartphone? Now I didn't get too many other details as in what operating system or I guess what the use of the software was for, but this evening I'm going to explain a couple of pieces of smartphone software that are fantastic. They're free, they're fairly stable, and yeah, we'll get into it. Now before I start, I will just say that these apps, yes, they're fairly easy to use. If you do get stuck, it's not complicated. There's a lot of great tutorials on YouTube. If you just search for the app's name and how to or beginner guide, you could start editing within a couple of minutes. On top of that, I will also say, don't try to edit too much. If you're editing a really long video, your phone, you want to make sure you've got the latest phone with enough resources, because these programs will take a lot of resources. They will consume a lot of power and it may take a while to export a video. Adobe Rush. This was formerly I think it was Premiere Mobile or something like that. And this is a fantastic app. It's free to start with. Yes, you will need to sign in, but it does offer some real versatile editing, you know, transitions, titles, changing the speed of the clip and whatnot. You can do basic other corrections such as your color grading. Now that is available on both Android and the App Store. So links for all of these will be below in description of the replay of tonight's video. So yeah, first one is Adobe Rush. This doesn't take too long to use. Now if you have a tablet, that's just as good as well. So definitely editing on a tablet would be a lot easier than a smartphone, which has a smaller screen. Next, I would recommend iMovie for Apple. So if you've got an iPhone, iMovie is fantastic. While it doesn't have all the options that the desktop version has, it is free once again, and it's actually quite powerful in the sense you've got the ability to really get the detail and edit longer clips. Furthermore, you can edit in 4K. Now I don't recommend editing too much footage in 4K, it will slow your phone, but that's a great one there. Next on top of that, for Android, I would suggest possibly Filmora Go. Once again, this is free. You may have seen Filmora all over the internet. I'm not a fan of their desktop products, but their mobile product actually isn't too bad. It does have a lot of in-app purchases, so a lot of the features may not be available, but it's got a great set of templates and generic sort of generators that allow you to insert your clips, and really, if you don't know too much about editing, it can really make them pop, and a lot different from what you'd normally expect. For the Apple, I would recommend Clips. Now this is a lot easier to use. This is great for kids, so if you're you know, just really want to just capture it, cut it, and trim it down and make it simple, this is a great one. As I mentioned, great, and of course it syncs with your iCloud. Next, I would recommend, once again, a cross-platform smartphone video editor is Quick. Now you don't need to own a GoPro to get this software. It's available on PC, Mac, iOS, and Android. This is a fantastic bit of software. I use it actually on my iPhone when I'm editing short videos. It's got the ability to slow things down, speed them up, color corrections. It's got a great inbuilt music library. So those that are looking for license-free music, it's got a little inbuilt music library, which is really, it changes regularly. Great app. Once again, very stable. These are apps that won't crash on a regular basis, or they're not known for crashing. And yes, once again, it's available on the App Store for Apple and for Android. Now, lastly, we'll go on to, I haven't used this one, but I've heard great things about it, Magisto. There is a free version, there is a paid version. The free version's okay, but you are limited in the length of clips, and I think there's a watermark. But once again, you're not really looking at editing anything really long on these programs, because it's going to slow your phone down, and it may take a while. Thank you everyone for watching this evening. I hope it was useful. I hope you find some software that helps you. If you have any other questions like that, just comment below or DM me in one of the social media platforms. Thank you all again so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having fun. If there's anything you'd like me to answer from any of my previous vlogs, just let me know as well. Everyone, stay safe, stay well, stay kind, and continue to be awesome. Peace out.